Welcome, ladies and gentleflies. It's your favorite home skillet biscuit, Lady Yola here, Pi Radio. And you know it is a word on the block. Now, this is episode, I think, 4 or 5? 5. We're on episode 5. You know, we're still going. Keep it moving. And today we are not alone, as always. Had to bring Lady Yola out for the clout. But I'm here with Mr. Joe Shamzz, one and only.
My mic is not standing still.
It's because you're jigging it.
What's good, my people? What's good? What's good?
And today we have the pleasure of being joined by someone that people would know. If you're in the Amapiano scene here in the UK, you have to know this one. If you've ever heard of something called It's a UKiano, there's somebody that thought of it before time of day. And today we are joined by the man himself, Mr. Cakes. Cakes the vibe. Cakes the guy.
Mr. UKianos.
Sure.
What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
I'm good. You're looking like you're under disguise. You're disguising yourself today.
Wait, you guys say like I've got a soft voice, low. What about Cakes?
No.
Why you not saying anything about him?
Let Amapiano start booming right now.
I'm shouting right now.
His
But
voice will come out of his chest.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah.
You're trying to be cool right now, you know?
Nah.
Disguise.
Alright, cool. Say names. What's good, my G?
I'm good, man.
What are you telling me?
Easy, man.
It's been a minute, man. We've been expecting you for a minute, bro.
A long
I
time.
know, like, yo.
You know what? Actually, let me just clear the air. It's my fault.
It's your fault.
It's me.
Swear down.
For real.
That's what I looked at.
It's me before the cameras catch us.
Wow.
Yeah, it's me. But he's here now. You see?
No, that's
Mechanisms.
That's good.
Okay, so it's
We're
nice.
here in the end. That's
We
cool.
here.
Exactly.
We here.
That's what counts.
So tell me, guy, why Amapiano? Why do you make Amapiano? Why do you vibe to Amapiano? Why is Amapiano your thing right now?
For me, I can only speak for myself, né?
Yeah.
So, for me, I just love the sound, bro. From the
Yeah.
first time I heard it, it incorporates a lot of sounds that I always used to listen to.
Yeah.
So that beat jazz, classic, a bit. Sometimes we even get some Latin music, because I listen to a lot of Latin music from Cuba.
Dope.
Get closer.
So I know Kabza did Sansa de Lona and a few others, songs like that. So I liked Amapiano from the first time I heard it. I like Kom.
Yeah.
Not much, to be honest. Jordan, I used to say it's noise. I didn't like, I'm from a deep house background.
Okay,
in Kwaito,
okay.
so Amapiano is sort of like a mixture of both
Yeah.
and a little bit of Bacardi. Yeah, so, yeah, man.
What was your first Amapiano track that you heard?
Oh, damn, bro.
That one's always a hard one, innit?
Yeah.
Because, you know, sometimes you might say like, okay, this was the first song that you heard, but then there's other track that probably dropped when
That
you
we
didn't even know
know,
that it's a
yeah.
piano track. But yeah. it's
Okay,
dope.
bring it to number again.
I think from 2017, I was listening to Godfathers of Deep House before.
Right.
So like Godfathers of Deep House were doing Deep House, but it was a bit slower. Sounds
Right.
a bit like Amapiano, but
Right.
without the log drum. So it was a
Okay.
bit chilled. So I started transitioning from Godfathers of Deep House into Amapiano. At that time, Amapiano was soulful, not too much log
Yeah.
drums. It was Ntoxi. I think even before Ntoxi, it was
Gaba Canal, Kevin Fallow.
Yeah, Kevin Fallow. Tim Tudor was sort of like on the rise. I think the time when you say, if you ask me when I fell in love, was when
Yeah.
I heard Kabza.
Yeah.
Because Kabza started dropping. There was a YouTube channel that I used to follow, and it was the only one. I can't remember what it's called now. And it was the only channel that dropped this sound, which was called Amapiano at that
Right.
time. So that I was always listening to it at home. I'm like, I'm trying to tell my boy, a friend of mine from London. So I'm like, there's this sound, bro. It's a bit slower, but it's nice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking with this, yeah. And then I heard Kabza, because Kabza, they started dropping Kabza every week. He had songs like Bosso, Tinti,
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
them, yeah. That's when I really fell in love, because I didn't even know who he was. So I was
Yeah.
like, who's this guy, bro? And every week he was dropping this stuff.
Yeah.
That's when I fell in love, yeah.
So did you end up making Amapiano because of the love you had for it, or because you wanted to try and incorporate your deep house and try and see if you can make a hybrid and with Amapiano?
Yeah, you see, like the production side, those who know me, I've been producing for years.
Yeah.
I used to spit back in the days with Tinty Strider, all of them when I was young.
Right.
Grime. Yeah, and then I started producing grime. Then I went off music for like 10, 12 years or something like that.
Why?
So when, it's a long story. Bro.
Okay.
For another day.
It's for another episode.
It's for
We'll
another
bring you in for
episode.
another episode. Part two, definitely.
So yeah, when I started hearing Amapiano, because every time when I would hear it, I always have something to add on top.
Right.
So I'm just like that. Yeah. When I am, if you're a musician, a creative, you always want to play with something. If somebody plays a drum, you make noise out of anything. You can make popcorn shaker, just make noise out of it. So it was always like that. And then I think it was in 2017, I sort of like went through a hard time. And all my comfort was just producing. So I spent a lot of my time just producing. And I told myself at that time that I wanted to produce this sound in particular. Because even at that time, I knew this sound was going to pop. I just knew it. It's something in me. Most people doubted it. Most people said it wouldn't last long. But I knew it was going to pop. And then I started just producing it because Amapiano is a producer industry. It's not a vocalist industry. And when I was listening to it, there was no vocalist. So we didn't need them. So it was just like produce music, how you feel. And how it make you feel and just make it and put it out there. So by that time when I was producing, I felt like so comfortable. It was something, and those who know I'm a piano producers, if you're watching, we're all revolutionary. All of us are crazy in the mind. We'd like to do what we want when we want. So it just, it sort of like made me feel comfortable in that genre.
You like to do what you want when you want?
Why you put me on the spot?
Because I know you're producing as well.
No, because like with me, when it comes to producing and stuff, I'm not hands-on. Right. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like you have to be dedicated. Like sometimes, like when I used to chill cakes all the time, it's like this guy never used to sleep. From morning, night, afternoon, he's just on the PC. Just, do you know what I mean? You have to be like dedicated to the whole thing. So it's like I never had the time for it. I've never been a producer back in the day. I've always been a fan of like good music. Do you know what I mean? So even when I started to listen to like Amapiano back in the day, like what Cakes is saying, it was just instrumentals. Do you know what I mean? And then you couldn't tell whether it's you just thought like it's just a deep house kind of track.
A nice track,
And the way I was listening, or the way I tried to introduce it to people, is like when we used to do our events like Triple F, like CJC and Sub, I used to download like a 2-hour mix.
Right.
Of Amapiano. This is like back in the day, like 2017, 18. And then instead of having an opening DJ, we just play that mix for 2 hours because you know black people turn up late to events. So from 10 until 12, you've got Amapiano playing. But people never really used to like
vibe with it.
Until they start putting on vocals. Do you know what I mean? Like Umshove, Bambala and all that. That's when people are like, okay, let's start listening.
Yeah, because that's the easiest way to digest some music. Like
so
if
it's like
lyrics.
So like we were saying, like when it comes to producing and stuff, it's like you just have to take your time with it, man, and just be dedicated to it, and then give credit to the guys that actually like hands-on. You know, because these guys are the ones that are actually pushing the sound, like especially in the UK and stuff. We're pushing a way where you want people to understand how it started back then. Not all this commercial stuff. This commercial stuff, it's gonna die down. Are you saying
the commercial stuff is with vocals?
Yeah, a lot of it.
But some people love Amapiano because of the vocals. Some people jumped on because of the vocals.
Yeah, but that's not how we fell in love with Amapiano. We fell in love with the instrumentals. Like we fell in love with what the producer actually produced. And the vocalists just come and just add on a little spice.
Is it because you guys are coming from a house background?
No.
Because in Kwaito, there's vocals in Kwaito.
It could be that, but I mean, for it to, if I'm responding to that question, I mean, for people just to like catch on, you want something catchy. You know what I'm saying, and then later on, you would appreciate the whole song, but you just want something catchy that you can vibe with. Because it's not easy for like new people that don't understand Amapiano just to play them a track, even a banging track, for them to
understand it.
But I don't know what was you gonna say.
Oh no, just saying it's got nothing. You see, a vocalist in Amapiano is to complement the beat. That's what I said. It's a producer industry. But if you watch who gets paid when the songs are released, producers are eating, not vocalists. You understand? It's a producer industry. The reason why it's called Amapiano is because initially when it was created, it had all these pianos. So you didn't even need a vocalist, you understand? Because thank God. You didn't need a vocalist, you understand? Because the piano was doing the talking for you most of the time. When the vocalist came, I used to hear vocalists on my piano before now. And we didn't like it, bruh. I didn't like it either. I was like, what are you doing? Because they didn't know. A vocalist is meant to complement the beat. Yeah, you're not meant to take center of attention. You're not the main stage. The song is not about you. It's about you just putting in. That's why we used vocal chops before we had vocalists. Yeah, we had shit. All that. It was all vocal chops just to complement the song a little bit. I think Mapori is sort of like, when he came in the game, he figured how to get vocalists on Amapiano proper, like nice. And if you notice, they all complement the beat a little bit. So when we say like, I'm one of those, I can listen to a whole album with no vocals because that's how I fell in love with Amapiano. I'm a producer. I listen to the music. I want to hear what sounds you're making. Yeah, I criticize producers. Yeah, vocalists, I don't have time for it. Yeah, it's producers I'll criticize and say, I'm using too many similar sounds and stuff like that. Yeah, but Amapiano is a producer industry. Yeah, if you look at how it's been run now, I think Joe was talking about commercial music and stuff like that. We producers, we direct how Amapiano goes or where Amapiano is going. Yeah, and it comes from Piano Hub back home. Yeah, from Kabza, all them guys there. Now you got Black is Brown and Mr. Jay-Z and M10. They got MJ, yeah, Zanese and them guys. So they are directing where the sound is going. You get me? Because when they make, now they're calling it Bacardi, was Harvard before. Everyone listens to that. You're all listening to Whopper now, 10 11 and stuff like that. It's producers who direct it. Yeah. It's not really the DJs as much as they say. It's not really the dancers as much as the producers. They're the one who engineer. So I know, I'm not going to say on camera, but I know who's going to be popping next year.
Oh, tell us.
Well, in terms of what?
Huh? In the UK or just worldwide?
Worldwide, because Amapiano is from South Africa. So in terms of who's coming from South Africa, most people are complaining why Kabza is not dropping. Yeah, we knew this year's Melon Sleaze is here. Yeah, Young Stana's here. So next year we're going to give it to Nkuli and Scroof. You understand? Yeah, let the young boys eat as well. So it's like you're leaving it on. And we know Nkuli and Scroof make what we call Grootman percussion. Yeah, that stuff is slow. If you listen, Steeny Story, them type of vibes. I know they didn't produce, that was Visca, but they produced them type of really, really slow piano. So it takes a while for people to get used to it. But Young Stana is roping them in. Melon Sleaze is slowing everything down. So by the time they come in, people will be able to listen to it. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, that's how it works. So it's literally being controlled by producers only. You went from Kelvin Momo last year. He was the one popping. He was doing private school. Everybody wanted to listen to Kelvin Momo. Now no one wants to listen to private school. People are now listening to this woppa thing. He must have a whistle on it. You understand? For it to pop. Yeah, it's a producer.
But the whistle thing, I hate it, you know.
Why?
I hate it because
it adds like
no.
Like actually,
I don't mean like on the track itself, but when people bring a whistle to the rave, every single
works,
song,
bro. That thing works.
You wanna listen to the song? I wanna hear the song.
You know the song. You can listen to it at your house, but when it's time to groove,
you think I'm paying £20, £30 to hear every song? Nah.
Do you know what they say? If you can't beat them, join them. Just get your own whistle.
You know what? The whistle song. I mean the whistle. Yeah, it's only for certain tracks. There's a track. That popped during lockdown with the girl that was doing the whistle Peli
Conker and Freddie K.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That track, that's what introduced people like to the whole whistle thing. So in the UK, people actually ended up thinking,
but the whistle thing was always there. It was shy flate without
no. It was there, but I'm saying people here that do it wrong.
Oh, consistently.
Yeah, it's just everywhere. It's like
it's the wrong whistle as well.
Yeah,
you gotta have that kasi whistle.
Yeah. I get it. We can't all do it.
So don't do it. If you can't do it, don't do it.
It's better than Ukmeme. So you know your voice can go.
I prefer for you to say yeah. It's like there's a break here. There's a break on a song, and then you want to hear like how the producer actually like breaks down the song. And how he builds up after that break. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like let us hear it.
Then maybe it's the DJ.
Wait. It's not the DJ. It's the people out there that just busy. Like no.
We can't
listen to what
vibe.
Listen to the break properly.
Well, listen and lean. When we're all out,
you're not allowed to come to my events anymore. Don't bring that whistle.
You heard, I'm the real Bampe girl. We all do it all day, every day. But anyway,
but it's love though. Like I don't mind when people have vibes and they enjoy it. But it's like, yeah, guys, sometimes just listen to the song and then actually appreciate. Like it takes a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like when people that are hands on, they dedicate the whole song. Like it doesn't take like a couple of days or whatever to.
It's because you're coming from a house background. You know, if like people who like really were into gom or really were into kwaito, it's mainly like the drum and the bass, the gung, gung, gung. That's what we're listening for. It's now with like house where you guys incorporate a lot of different sounds, a lot of piano, a lot of changes and composition, and that's only in house. In kwaito and all of that, it's just beat, bass, going, the vibe, the tempo for us.
And I think that's why I liked Amapiano a lot, because I was a massive Kwaito fan. Like my favorite producer of all time was Spikiri. Like I love Spikiri.
Exactly.
So Spikiri inspired me to produce. His bass lines were dope.
Exactly.
So Amapiano, when they came with that lock drum, it sounded. I know there's this myth that Amapiano came from Kwaito. It didn't come from Kwaito, bro. Now that it come, it's mainly Bacardi, you could say. Yeah, it's a Pitori sound. So when you're saying the whistle sounds and stuff like that, it's Bacardi. Yeah. Bacardi's got whistles, bro. If you listen to, it's just Bacardi's too fast. It's like
literally,
120. Doom, doom, doom. My pentane, pick up my pentane and them guys in Pitori. Yeah, it's really fast. They just slowed it down, you understand? Yeah. So if you like, the thing about Amapiano, you're all arguing here. When Joe comes to my house, he's always arguing me about what I should produce. That's why as a producer now, I like producing by myself. Yeah. Right. Because everyone has an opinion. But that's the beauty of Amapiano, because Amapiano by itself is got different departments. Yeah. We call them departments, not genres. We call them departments. Yeah, you got Harvard, you got Mozambique now. That these Zanese guys that I'm pushing sounds. You got Goodman Pekashi.
You got the Namibians.
Yeah, you got Namibians who do a different style of Amapiano, sort of different. You got private school. Bro, you can go on, you got soulful, you got commercial, so you can go on. It's different types of departments, but they cater for different people. Right. So sometimes when I'm with girls, they want this soulful shit. I don't like it. I like school, but I want noise and.
You don't like Utando?
Nah, I don't like them type of songs. Once in a while. No.
Do you know why I always have a go at you about certain things? It's like, this guy has got bangers, you know. Like,
so how come you didn't like Gom? Gom was like a headache. Gom was like,
that was not music, but it was just snares and I just couldn't do it.
But it was nice for a time, you know.
It was.
It was nice, but I think they overdid it in a way where they didn't allow other people to kind of like switch it up or change it. It ended up sounding the same every single time.
It doesn't have
Whereas
departments.
Piano is like you can get different types of piano. Do you know what I mean? It's like me when I'm DJing. Like sometimes I'm just forced to like play all these other commercial songs, but I don't like it. Me, I like my soulful stuff. I like my girlish whatever type of piano. Do you know what I mean? But I know like, but I know like that's why I always say to Kicks, yo, do this, because it's got all these folders with all this type of tracks. So I'm like, yo, if you release this, this one's gonna be a hit. No, it's gonna release though.
Release, man.
It's gonna release.
Yeah.
How long? Exclusively here at Word on the Block.
If it starts releasing now, I think it'll be one of them where, let's say if the UK industry was set up in a way it appreciates the producers and stuff, Kicks will shut down the whole year. Do you know what I mean? Because like
so he's
now,
the best Amapiano producer.
He's the only UK Amapiano producer that I know that's capable of like
shutting down the internet.
Not shutting down, but competing with some people in SA. Do you know what I mean?
Big leagues.
Yeah, definitely. But then he's still learning as well, kind of thing.
What are you learning? You've been making.
Everyone is still learning, man. You can never get
when are you booking Cakes then, so that we can all experience Cakes in the fullest?
But Cakes is a producer; he's not the DJ, innit?
Yeah, but we want to hear his music. So why are you guys not playing his music as DJs?
We need Cakes to be coming in and be doing his own kind of thing.
What do you mean?
As in like,
so give him the platform.
But the thing is, like in the UK right now,
we're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not ready for UK sound.
But we came back to this. The last time we said this because the issue is because the responsibility sits on the DJs. If you DJs are not educating us.
UK DJs don't appreciate underground stuff. They don't.
You're a UK DJ.
I'm not a DJ like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
I hear you, but you're a promoter and you work with a lot of these DJs and you know them.
Then sometimes you have to give what the people want, because at the end of the day, when it comes to business, it's like you're hiring the venue, you're hiring the sound system and all that. That's going to cost money. So if you're trying to introduce a sound that you feel like should be pushed out there, a lot of people are not going to jump on it straight away.
But if they go on Balcony Mix, if these tracks go on Balcony Mix, they'll be commercial in the next 2 weeks.
But the tracks that have been put on Balcony Mix are probably like exclusive, that are commercial songs.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Whereas here, if we was to do it in that type of sense, you would want it to be like an EP launch where it's like an hour to 2 hours of just
back to back.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? But then it's a EP launch. It's like a listening session. Right. But then, how many people are out here ready to pay £10, £20 for a listening session or an EP launch?
Bro, do you know how tired we are of these commercial music since
there's a few,
till
but
now.
there's a few though. That's what I'm trying to say. Because now, like when it comes to like business-wise, yeah, you have to think of like how many people are actually gonna come out and then support the thing like that.
You'd be surprised.
We've tried.
You tried with the house thing.
With the house is always gonna pop. House is always gonna pop.
But for what the sound you're going for, it's house people that will come out the most.
Nah, I don't think so. There's
so.
Piano people out there, yeah, but right now I just feel like there's so many events that are going on that the crowd is split. So it's like if you host an event, you'll probably get like 20 proper Amapiano DJs, Amapiano heads that'll come through to actually listen to the song. Yeah. And then the rest, they're just there like, yo.
For vibe.
They'll come with the whistle. It's like, come on, you're ruining the whole thing.
What do you expect if there's only one place you can go to listen to Amapiano in the whole of Manchester?
So yeah, if you're going to that one place, so can you afford to do underground music?
I'm gonna have to, but you must allow my underground music with my whistle.
I think, can I say something?
Yeah.
You know what? I think with Amapiano, like I said before, it's revolutionary, né? One of the DJs that push Amapiano, I'm quite disappointed that they bring these other DJs and they don't bring DJ Stocky here. Because Stocky was the one who pushed the sound more than anybody else.
Yeah.
And when I said it was revolutionary, nobody wanted to listen to Amapiano. This wasn't here. This wasn't in South Africa. It was also here.
Yeah.
Because I went through the same problems. Joe knows. So we're begging DJs to play. DJs would just outright refuse in clubs. Yeah. Even just one song, they'll refuse. Because they were afraid when they play it, everyone walks out. Yeah. And then your set is dead. You understand? So it's a revolutionary thing, and Stocky played the Amapiano. He played Kabza's news all the time. He was playing Josiah. He's the one who made people listen. Sooner or later, people start to like it, whether you like it or not. Yeah. So when we say it's revolution, it's just like me. I'm a bit stubborn anyways, because I did politics before. So I'm a very stubborn person, stubborn-minded. So you just have to keep pushing. Yeah. Right. If people don't like your sound, it's like Vigro now. Vigro just dropped his album. You understand? If you listen to my album, The Rise of the UK, a lot of it is quite like Vigro sounds, actually. Yeah. Sort of delayed it on purpose till Vigro drops, you understand? So people can get back in that bandwagon again. Okay. But you just have to keep pushing your own thing. And if you're a DJ, I always say to DJs, play your own. If you like that sound, that Harvard sound, or you like, I don't know, you like Zanese, you want to play Zanese every day, play it. Yeah. Sooner or later, people will pick up. DJ SK here, she blew up on playing this stuff, the Fellow T stuff, the Melo and Sleazy. That's what she plays. So when I meet SK, I know what to expect.
But were they not popular by then already?
Who? SK?
Melo and Sleazy.
Melo and Sleazy?
Yeah. When she started playing them.
Nah, they were not. People just started buying into Melo and Sleazy in the last 3 months. I was listening to Melo and Sleazy last year in Birmingham. No one even knew them.
Yeah, but I mean, when SK was playing them, were they not already like weren't aware of Melo and Sleazy? Not like now, as in like with the songs that they just released recently. Yeah. But we're aware like, oh, these guys here. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. They were not actually, because if I listen to people a lot. Yeah, people know the song but don't know who made it. Yeah, you understand?
You see, that's the thing.
That's one thing. So people know the song, don't know who made it.
You see, my thing is like the time we're gonna appreciate Amapiano is when you can tell who produced this. There's days when we used to chill, and then the song is starting. That's Kabza. That's Buster 99. That's Gaba Canal. Kevin Farlow.
Right, from the way they produce.
Yeah. Okay. But now it's like, even if you ask some of the DJs that are playing now, it's like, okay, who's this? The one no. Do you know what I mean? They're just playing the song.
Is it because there's a big saturation of Amapiano producers, DJs, artists?
The thing is, if you notice, all producers, we all learn from somebody. Yeah. I was taught. I want to say this because I always say.
Who taught you?
I was taught by PY. Yeah, right. There's a kid called PYY, Log Drum King. He just dropped a track called Amayaga. He's worked with everybody. Yeah, he taught me how to produce. Right. But he learned from guys in Pitori. Yeah, they're from Mamelodi. Right. So they learned from them guys, Vigro, all of them. They were all creating in a small hub. It's like friends all creating to get. So when PY taught me to produce, my drums were like PY. So if you listen to my album, that's why I say it sounds a bit like Vigro. Because I was still producing. I started producing this album 2 years back. Wow. So I was starting by one track at a time and I was learning the percussion. Vigro sort of like really motivated me because Vigro used to come on my live sometimes when I'm producing and we just say, keep going, keep going, keep going. And at that time I thought, when I listened to it, I was really bad. But I was just learning because I'm living on my own. I'm in the UK. No one is playing piano. I'm not like walking out in the street and it's banging every morning. So I'm trying to get myself in the groove. That's why it took me longer to learn. I think if I was closer to them guys, I would be far because I'm quite creative. But I learned from PY. And as a result, when we were all learning at that time, PYs, J. Conka, Freddie K, all of them, they were learning from Vigro. They even had the same hairstyles at Vigro. If you remember with the blonde, every single one, everyone, they're all learning from him. And then if you look, there were these Pastor 929. If you know Pastor, when Pastor started, they were all looking up to Mdu, aka Therapy. They were all learning from him. They had songs from Mdu, or they to Mdu. Everyone was sort of like going from Mdu. So we all get inspired by somebody. You have to start. Amapiano is like, everyone is eating in the game. I don't understand why I'm broke in the UK, but everyone's eating in Amapiano.
He's not the only one.
Yeah, everyone's eating in Amapiano in the UK, but it's mad because we all plug each other, but we learn from somebody. And then when you've learned from somebody, you sort of now start, because you know what you're doing, you start to find yourself within the sound. There's no one who sort of like, I'm trying to think who started off with their own sound initially. They sort of like learned from somebody. And the students of Vigro, students of Mdu, students of Kabza, somebody learned from somebody and then you find yourself while you're learning. And then you go, no, me actually, it's like Josiah the disciple. You know he likes using a guitar all the time in his music. So you hear the separation. But he worked a lot with Kabza initially when Mr. Jazzy also, but he learned a lot from Kabza. But they learned a lot from Mdu. So like everyone is learning and this saturation of the sounds will sound similar. But what makes you stand out as a producer is, as time goes on, you start to develop your own sound. Because now you've found yourself. But the same as me.
I feel like you've already got your sound.
Yeah, I do.
But
you always say that.
What would you call it?
No.
Does it have its own name? Or
wait. I feel like he's got his sound already, but he's not released it yet.
Yeah, it's a long story. But it's just because, look, I know as a creative, if it's so long to explain. But when Kabza plays, he plays certain keys. I know. When Vigro plays that, he never plays this side of the keyboard. That's how we learn because we're watching him live, screenshotting everything. How is he playing this? That's how I learned. And I'm like, no, he just puts a reverb and the shit sounds good. But he plays it on the other side. So everyone has their own way of interpreting music and playing music in particular. So I was playing it. Joe used to like it, but the problem is, I was doing it wrong. I didn't know how to mix, how to master, how to make my drums sound good, loud enough. Although I'll put the nice drums, but they're not sounding right because technology. That's why all the Amapiano producers are young. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Because they know technology. Me, I just know how to make music, that's all. So as time goes on, maybe I drop 1, 2, 3 albums, then I'll release my style. You hear it.
But like, so what would you call your style though? The ones that you have already. Because you've got stuff that you already produced before PYY taught you the other stuff. Those kind of stuff that you had before.
No.
What is that one?
No. First I was producing by myself, in some Rasta guy's house. He didn't even understand what I was making. So I kept telling him it's gonna pop. Big up Rasta, Now he's on to Amapiano like mad because he's popped. So at that time I was making too many errors, bro.
Bro.
Then wait. I know what you're saying. Then I met PY, and then PY sort of like taught me. Like honestly, this guy spent hours on video call. You know how expensive data is in South Africa, bro. Like showing me everything one by one. Like, yo, PY, why is he not making this sound? Those ones that I was producing, it was just me experimenting on the sound, on the side, and I was sort of like learning PY. I would drop them tracks, yo. I would drop them.
It's like Amapiano.
Amapiano,
You see that? That song, if you guys hear that, that's what I'm trying to say. He's got his own sound that he's not even tapped into yet.
What would you describe it as? Since you've heard his music,
it's beautiful.
No, like describe it more.
I don't know. It's just beautiful music. It's a bit of soulful. Like I said, it loves Kwaito, so it's got that Kwaito vibe to it as well, and a little bit of like Latin. There's another track that you did.
Santiago de Cuba,
so
and Celia Sanchez.
It's different. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know what to call it, but it's beautiful music, bro.
A lot of experiment and chilled vibes. I make it at 4 in the morning.
So when you release these tracks, do you mind doing like a young listening session for Word on the Block, exclusive?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. You heard it here first.
No, because I feel like, do you know what? Yeah, like, there's a time when, let's say I was doing some events, I pull up, and then
shout out to Pull Up.
Yeah, shout out to Pull Up, man. And I was like, you know what? I want to do like a listening session, because now the people that actually attending the events, they're more Amapiano people.
Right.
So it makes sense, because it's a smaller place, so you can afford to do something like that.
Right.
But then it's like getting everyone at the same time. It's hard, because like everything opened up, people are starting to work. Now people are DJs.
Lockdown DJs.
And then other people are booked every single time. But we want those people, listen, we want those people to come and listen.
And learn.
And I'm like, that's when they can start pushing the UK stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But if they don't come and attend those type of events, it's like, it's going to be hard to push a sound out there.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's either you get someone with a big platform to be pushing that sound, or you just have to hustle on your ones. And then, yes, it's going to take a long time. But then it's like, my piano is evolving every single year. Like every single year, not even every single year, every couple of months, there's something different that's coming up. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's a time when, before Young Stunner, we had Mpora. Do you know what I mean? He came with something different. Maporisa came with something different. Young Stunner now, it's his time. Before that, there was Sanomi's Daliwonga. There was something Soweto.
What happens to these guys? You know, like they come in and they pop, and then like there's a new person, then we forget about those people.
Yeah, you know what it is, Ntwana? And this is what I was telling you before. Amapiano is one of the best genres. Yeah, I understand because I'm revolutionary myself. It allows everyone to pop.
Right.
Daliwonga's made enough money. You understand?
Enough money?
Yeah, he's chopping, he's living good, he's looking after his family. All of them are living good.
After how many songs? After how many performances?
Done 3 albums. Daliwonga featured on a lot of Kabza's album. Kabza produced the whole album with him. And if you notice, they all do the same thing. They all produce for their vocalists. Like Young Stunner's album is called Everybody. Melo and Sleazy. It's a war of producers. So when I listen to it, I'm like, who produced the baddest track on this album? Because me, I like Melo and Sleazy. So like I'm always like trying to listen out who's producing what. So they pass it on. Daliwonga at his time, he needs to relax now. He's made enough money. He can look after his moms, his family, and all that. Now it's time for Young Stunner. Young Stunner was broke, bro. Young Stunner made Kabza in February, bro.
This
year. Lockdown, that's what I mean.
This year, bro. And if you look at his videos before, you're skinny, bro, big head. You know, he always says he's ugly. We say ugly kid. He just showed up. And now he's made an album. And if you listen, I remember seeing him on Instagram with Pori. And Pori was like, we're waiting for you. And he said, nah, bro. I had to go past my mom's, drop a big shopping for my little brothers. It looks different now. His mom everyone's looking nice. So Young Stunner, when he eats and his music, because it's going to keep playing for the next 2 years. It's going to keep trending. You do feature nyanas and get this 30%. That's how Kabza has been making money all year. Just features. They all get paid. But now it's a time for somebody else because there's loads of other young people waiting to pop as well. So you give it. That's why he said Ati well. Namnya 1,000. Unini slinging. You understand? Now he's here gonna make the money. Sakama pilid. So now he's eating. You leave it for on. That's why I say Scroof and Cool. Cool is only 16. You understand? That's my little pro. So when they come in, they're gonna eat as well. And when they eat, they'll leave it on for somebody else. You shouldn't hog it. There's no, I want to be. That's how Pori taught Kabza taught everybody else, and it goes down. So when I see like in other scenes, people being greedy over my piano and wanting to be IMD, I think it's stupid, bruh. Because guess what? It won't last long. There's something that we know in the game. Us genuine producers, we know that you won't last long. You run and you fall down tomorrow. But if you work with other people and you do it genuinely, how the genre is going, you see. Others will grow, will all pop. Everyone starts popping, and you live for others. Give others a chance to shine as well. Because music, we all make music, bruh. If we all compete tomorrow, nothing will happen. And that's why we are different from deep house, different from every other genre, because they only think about themselves. Amapiano, everyone. If you remember Mpora, bruh, Mpora was living, because I follow them all on Instagram. Your favorite Amapiano artists follow me too. They all follow me, Vigro, all of them. But I follow them and I check them all the time. They've had hard lives. But if you look at them now, living good, but it's all about that passing on of culture.
I feel like, let's say for example, for UK, for the UK piano to pop, I feel like we need to work. It's hard, because I think the UK is selfish, man. selfish in the sense of like, yeah, business. We just want money. Do you know what I mean?
That's why we came to this country.
No. We're talking about pushing the sound. We're not talking about other stuff. I'm saying pushing the money. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like right now, if people wanna get booked, they don't wanna play like upcoming or underground music. They wanna play just the bangers, and then that's what they'll stick with all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then if you're not gonna play those bangers, you're not getting booked.
Well, that comes down to us to then create the platforms for those scenes.
Oh, but then. The platform is there, but I just don't feel like people are ready to support and push behind one person. Like you're saying, Cakes, like Melon Sleazy, everyone pushed them for a certain time. Now Young Stunner, they're pushing him.
Oh, so you're saying UK people don't know how to push
one person at a time? No, they don't.
Okay, so who should we be pushing right now? Cakes. Yeah. Cakes is saying he's taking his own time with it.
Nah. Because he's got stuff already. But if he had people that are pushing his stuff already. I get it.
But there's already people that have stuff out. So
from the UK?
Yeah.
Like who?
Guys, there's Donnell who's like trying to be our
Donnell just started now.
7. Yes. So
but remember, Donnell is a vocalist. He's not a producer. We're talking producers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't mix them two together, man. Producers and
the same
vocalists.
Genre.
No. Cakes, what did you say?
I know what he said. It's got departments.
It's a producer's industry.
Cool, but if you're saying we're not pushing, but we're pushing the vocalist, so are we pushing in the wrong direction then?
It's not in the wrong direction, but it's not great.
Okay, so yeah, let's focus on one then. Who should we be pushing right now? Cakes. All right, Cakes. Next year, this same time, Cakes will be our very own Kabza.
100%.
Yeah?
Gang.
100%.
Cool. Well, guys, it's been an honor and a pleasure.
One sec, wait. I'm just saying this. Wait. Just a quick one. Like, all the DJs are out there, yeah. If you really love and support Amapiano, yeah. Let's try it. Let's just try with one person. Let's try with Cakes, and we'll see the difference. You see with Donnell.
Yeah.
He's probably the only UK vocalist here that's got potential to blow.
Yeah, definitely. You know
what I'm saying? If we push him as that first one, just like what they do back home. There's a time when Shasha was only vocalist. Bootley came in, the only one. Lady Do, the same thing. Producer-wise, these youngsters that are coming up, same thing. It's one by one, bit by bit. You know what I'm saying? And then they've got the support from everyone.
Yeah. So
if we try and do that in the UK, yo.
Right, Cakes, we'll start with you, but you have to make sure that you bring the fire for us, bruh. We can't be pushing.
Come on. Yeah. It has to be hot, bruh.
It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be hot. Nah, thank you so much, guys. We just keep pushing the sound, bruh. Yeah. So sooner or later.
I think we should do a part. We should do a part 2 soon.
No, there's definitely a lot more questions I want to ask.
Definitely. Yes. We should do a part 2 to this one, yeah.
No, definitely, guys. It was an honor and a pleasure to have Mr. Cakes Vibes himself here. We will do a part 2 with him. You know, maybe after there's no winter, so we can see him without the disguise. But we'll see you guys same time, same place here at Word on the Block with Mr. Joe Shamzz.
Gang.
And your favorite host, Lady Yola. We are outie.
UK, I know.
Yes.
Sure.